Hello and welcome to the Not Too Shabby YouTube channel. My name is Lynn, or LV Handcrafted, and today I will be crafting with the Tutti Frutti paper pad and the coordinating ephemera pack. This is part of the July box of the month, but you can get it separately if you'd like. It's such a fun, bright, collection, and these girls are just super adorable. The ephemera has some really amazing designs, and the girls as part of this set are are the highlight, I think. So what I've done here is for folks who don't know, the Easy Wonder dies are available on pre-order, and there's a few days left. You have until July 15th to pre-order them. And what happens is that when we get the first sort of batch, Jamie and I test the dies a lot. And so basically what I do is I just die cut it a lot of times. I used to only die cut them on my Gemini, which not a very fair comparison, because as I've come to realize, many people have 6-inch machines and not the large platform machine like I do. Many folks have a manual die cutting machine and not an electric one. And so with this last run, I've actually been doing a lot of my testing both, or I should say on all the various machines I have. So I've got the Platinum large machine, the Gemini large machine, and the Beercraft 6-inch machine. And so I run the die through a lot of paper. and I think that's fabulous because it gives me a lot of pieces to craft with, as you can see in front of me here. What I like to do is I like to have a lot of elements. So I actually die cut both from pattern paper as well as from coordinating solid color cardstock. And that way I can mix and match between solids and patterns as I create my card, because a lot of times I feel like the patterns they'll pop a little bit better if there is a little bit of like a solid block or a solid border, so that your eyes can maybe rest a little bit in between all of the various patterns. And so that's really why I like to have the combination, because these elements that the Easy Wonder dies cut out, you can really mix and match them, combine them in a lot of different ways. And it's not just for pattern paper. You can use it to get your solid color cardstock elements as well. And I think a lot of times that actually can help to make the pattern paper shine a little bit more. And of course, now we have the add-ons to both Easy Wonder die number 1 and number 2. And so I'm very excited that Jamie and I got to do that and present it all at the same time, so that at least with number 2, now you can have the opportunity to get the add-on with it. One of the things I was finding as I was crafting with the first Easy Wonder die is just the type of crafter I am. I like having a lot of mats and layers, and so I really found myself, cutting my own mats and layers. And I think I've said this in videos on my own channel, but one of the reasons why I chose for the first Easy Wonder die for squares and circles to be the dominant shapes in that particular die was because if you are a crafter who has nested shape dies, squares and circles are 1-to-1 ratio, and so like everybody's square and circle dies are gonna have the same aspect ratio. You might not have the exact same sizes, so your mats and layers might have like a different bit of a border, but at least they're gonna fit and be able to frame those elements really nicely. It's a different story for rectangles and ovals, and that's why with the second Easy Wonder die, you see rectangles and ovals, because we have included the add-on to go with, and in particular for the oval, because, you can have wider ovals versus taller ovals. And so now you have a specific match to it so that you can get your mats and layers. And so that's kind of why I chose circles and squares to start, because it's easy to get your mats and layers from that. But it's nice now to have the add-on, because not only do you have the exact right size for the even borders all the way around, but you have the exact same stitching detail, which is really lovely as well. And so I really am super grateful to Jamie for the opportunity to bring these to life, because I have always envisioned having the add-ons to do the mats and layers, but it's really great to actually see that come to life and actually have it be a reality now. So on this second card that I've made, what I did was I tiled a lot of these wedge shape pieces from Easy Wonder die number 2. And so you can see I've kind of interspersed the pattern and kind of flanked it between some solid color pieces. And then that way I feel like it really helps to make the pattern jump out, because the solid around it really kind of gives your eyes some space so that it's actually more focused or more directed towards where there is a busier pattern. And then I'm taking the rectangle that has the word thanks die cut into it. And in the advanced class, if you opt to add the classes when you purchase the Easy Wonder dies, I'll show you different ways to work with this piece and get some different looks out of it. And of course, and I know Jamie has mentioned this too, there's enough of a border all the way around the word thanks that if you wanted, you can definitely cover it up. And I've actually done some videos on my channel where I've creatively covered that piece up with other Easy Wonder die cuts. so I'll have that coming out soon to my channel as well. And I think to finish off this card, I hate using so many of these little girls on a single card, but I feel like it was just perfect to have them kind of all lined up across the width of the card. I'll show you a close-up look at all of the cards at the end. Now this will be my third and final card in this video, and what I was hoping to do is maybe play with the squares, because we have quite a few different size squares now. Easy Wonder die number 1 had a large one and sort of a medium smallish one, and then Easy Wonder die number 2 has a smaller one with the little heart swoopy stitch detail, which I really love that little heart. I just think it makes it just a little bit different, a little bit unique, a little bit fun. And so I hope that's a little detail that you all enjoy adding and playing with on your cards as well. So I think I have 2 of the larger squares, or the medium-sized squares, I should say, and 1 of the smaller one. I have this perfect 3D embossing folder of, it's citrus. I think it's meant to be like lemons or oranges, but it worked out so perfectly with this Tutti Frutti paper pad. I just had to use it because oftentimes when I have a lot of, quote, white space, it just seems too open for me. And well, I don't want to cover it with more pattern or more elements. I do feel like it needs something, and a lot of times embossing a texture into that background is just enough to fill the space, but not really distract too much from the overall composition of the card, because it's not really adding like another color or another design. It's really just adding a little bit of that visual texture, and to me it just helps to fill the space. Like, I have a really hard time with leaving a lot of white space, or even just a little, because I don't think that this card has a lot of white space, and I use white in quotes because technically, I've put a yellow background here, but that empty space around the squares, it felt empty before I embossed the yellow panel, but now I feel much more comfortable with it. So that might just be me, a weird quirk of mine, but I need to learn that, simple sometimes is very, very beautiful, very elegant, but I'm still learning that skill. So and then in particular with this paper pad, I feel like it's such a bright and fun collection that it just screams for more to be added. But the last touch to this will be, I did add a little kiwi fruit to this girl. She came with the 2 orange slices, but I added the kiwi just to bring some green, to the foreground because I've got the green block there. And then I've just got the sentiment to add to her, and this card is complete. Now, I did pull in my sentiments for all of my cards from a different stamp set and die set. But there are some really fabulous sentiments in the stamps that come included in the box of the month. So the box is always such an amazing deal, and it sells out so fast. So so if you're interested in getting the box of the month, I would sign up for the wait list to make sure that, when spots open, that you can secure yourself a spot, because otherwise it's hard to get into the box of the month, or the junior box for that matter. But at least the papers and the ephemera, they are sold separately, so if you want, you can still pick these up. Thank you so much for checking out my video today. I'll leave links to everything in the description box below, and just want to give a final reminder, July 15th is the last day to pre-order the new Easy Wonder dies. Thanks again, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye!